Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whichever it may be for you. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to episode number 37 of West Coast Gold Prospecting. My name's Damon, and we're in the same creek, just a different spot. Went down a ways, about 100 yards or so, and it's going to be a good day. Let me get you turned around and show you what we're working. Okay, so I'll apologize for the noise ahead of time. The water's come up about 2 feet, and it's just raging through here. So, yeah, I can't do much about the noise. But what I can do is show you some gold. Now, here's where I started. I cleared off about 6 or so inches of overburden, and I started getting into some tighter packed stuff down low. I've already been here for about 30 to 45 minutes, and I've done this is pan number 4, I believe, and it's not looking the greatest. I probably got 10 to 15 pieces in here, and that's after 4 pans, just leaving the tiny little specks I got in there on the first 3 pans. So anyhow, I'm down to what I think is a better layer now, and I'm going to take all this material out, pan it out, and I'll show you what comes out of it here in a minute. Alright, so another pan down from the same hole. I'm just working my way deeper and deeper. I'd really like to hit Bedrock, but I don't know how far it is. Here's the gold that came out of the last pan. We're looking at about 20, let me see, I can get you a better shot there. 20 or 25 pieces. Not too bad, not too bad. So, unfortunately, I can't set up my sluice. There's just not any really good spot to do it, and man, I really wish I could. I'd like to just shovel this material through it. But anyhow, I'll show you what my next pan looks like here in just a second. Okay, so another pan down, same hole, just a little bit deeper, and it's getting, this pan was worse. I think I only got about 8 tiny little micro pieces. So I might go in and find a different spot. I'm going to do one more pan from there, and if it doesn't show any good color or speck count, then I might move on. Matt's just up the creek here around the corner. I might go see how he's doing and possibly test a new spot. Okay, so this is when you know it's definitely time to move on. Find a new hole. I got 2 specks in there, super micro specks. So definitely not worth it to me. What I think I'm going to do is, before I pack up and move to a different spot, I'm going to take a sample from this moss here. It's just super thick, super packed full of material. And let me show you what comes out of that. Alright, so I did a pan from the moss area right there. It ended up being pretty deep, full of sand, real thick sand. And this is what came out of it. Probably, let's see here, 5 or 6 little pieces. So anyhow, I think it's time to move on. I'm going to pack up my stuff and head up creek to Matt, see what he's got going on, and try to find something a little bit better. Alright, so I have moved back up creek, probably about 75 yards, and here's where I'm working. I was actually crossing over this. Here, let me try to back up and give you a better view of what this looks like. It's a bedrock wall, and I was actually climbing over it to get to Matt over here, and I seen this crevice covered in leaves, and I figured, why not? And check out what came out of this first pan. Booyah, baby! We probably got 75 to 100 pieces in there. a lot of super fines, but I mean, yeah, pretty stoked. And that was just the very beginning of the material on there. I'm gonna get down deeper and see what else I can get. It's right along, there's a quartz vein, a real thin quartz vein. You can kind of see part of it at the end of my glove there, but it runs right along in this crack as well, so just maybe I'll find a little specimen. We'll see. Yeah! Oh man, check this out. This was my next pan. From the same spot down this crevice here. And it seems to be really good. There's probably 100 to 125 pieces in this one. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked. Pretty darn stoked. So what I'll do is continue on, and I'll show you what's in the next pan. Oh my gosh, you guys. I just got this big chunk of bedrock to move out of here. It's probably about a 100-pound piece. It blocked all the way from here, all the way down to here. And it had a bunch of material in it. Here's most of the material that came out of it. Still got a bunch to scrape up. And what's even better is I just poking around with my pry bar, and I found this. Check this out. And it's just covered in material in the bottom of that. I think there's like an inch thick of material. Wait, there we go. Look at that. So this whole chunk is coming out. Whew, I'm excited. All right, let's see what's in this material. All right, so another pan down from right there. Check this out. Oh, it's looking good. We got another 75 to 100 pieces here. Yeah. Not too bad at all. So I'm going to continue on and get as much material out of this crevice as I can. And then once this piece of bedrock is up, I can wash everything down and suck it up with my crevice pump. It's like a little hole in here. So I'll show you my next pan here in just a second. Okay, so I just used my crevice pump or yabby pump, whatever you want to call it. Sucked all the material off the bottom, and this is what came out of it. Probably, I don't know, 75 to 100 pieces. It doesn't all show up on the camera for some reason. But yeah, there's about 75 to, I don't know, 90, maybe 100 pieces, somewhere right in there. So anyhow, I might try to take one more crack at this and wash it all down with some water and suck it up. And I will show you what comes out of that here in a second. Okay, so I got that root chunk moved I was showing you in the last little clip. And there was a bunch of loose, sandy, dirty type of material under it. And I just got done panning it, guys, and I'm blown away. Look at this. There's got to be at least 250 pieces in here. I mean, there's just bunches, tons. A little poker. Man, look at that pan. Ow! Yeah, baby. Pretty stoked on that one. Not too bad. So what I noticed as I was digging is that this crevice goes underneath this boulder. So I'm going to take my pry bar and see if by some chance I can wiggle this piece out. Still got a bunch of more material to clean up here, and then a bunch fell in the water here as well, so I'll suck that up and I'll show you the next pan here in just a second. Alright, so my last pan from down here, I broke up some bedrock and used my crevice pump and sucked out some stuff from in there. You can't really see it, but here's what came out of it. Probably my biggest speck count of the day. If I had to guess, there's probably 250 to 300 pieces in here. Just a guess.
420.
Yeah. Imagine trying to count those. Awesome, awesome. So I think I might try to find a little bit different crevice. I pretty much worked this one as much as I want to, and we'll see what turns up next. All right, so that was the crevice I just did a little bit ago, and I decided just to move right here and hit this one. It looks like it had been worked before down lower, but they didn't get up high, so I scratched all that material down and panned it out. And here's what we got. Probably looking at 30 to 40 pieces. Somewhere right in there. Nice little piece of wire gold. And a whole bunch of pines. So what I think I'll do is, there's some material in the bottom of this crevice here and a little bit here. I'm going to take my crevice pump and rinse all this loose dirt down into this crevice, and I'm going to suck it all up. And that will probably be my last pan. So stay tuned. I'll show you here in just a second. Alright, so I took my crevice pump and I washed out this crack here all down into this little hole and sucked it all up. And this is all that came out of it. We're only looking at about 15 pieces. Super small, so I'll dump out the snuffer bottle here, and it's the end of our day, so do a snuffer bottle reveal and show you what we got, and then we'll get home and weigh it up for you. Alright, so here is the snuffer reveal. Here's all the gold that came out of today's hard work. Still got a lot in the black sands. Back in here is quite a bit. But anyhow, that's not too bad. Not too bad. I'm gonna have to guess 0.230, something like that. Somewhere right around there. Alright, so we're back up at the car, and here is Matt's gold. Well, half of it, or maybe less than half?
A third.
A third of it.
Fingers crossed, a third.
Yeah, he's still got some of his sluice box cons. Alright, well, good job, man.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
We'll see you back at the house. Alright, so we're back home. I got the gold all cleaned up. Let's just see what it looks like here. It's not too bad. Not my greatest day, but definitely not too bad. Here's my finger for comparison. So, let's get this dried out and I'll weigh it up for you, see what we got. Alright, so here it is. Got it all dried out. It's not too bad. If I had to guess, it's going to be 0.230, something like that. Let's just find out. Make this sweet and short and sweet. Alright, alright. Tear that beast out. Okay, so here we go. .210. Not bad, not bad. 0.2 of a gram is not too bad. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you on the next one. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and smash that like button too, if you would. Till next time, guys, enjoy.